So Higher Lyrics Outlook doesn't say, it says standard access. When you act, what you're accessing is the competitive process. We don't give you the passion to fight in a competitive process, and a competition is a fight. Believe that. A competition is a fight, and depending on what process you're going into, or many times they overlap, if you're going into litigation, you need weapons. And in litigation, information, documents are weapons, not just attorneys. Attorneys are just one instrument in litigation. All right? But to get that ball rolling, file federal complaints in U.S. District Courts pro se. File them. All right? You as a U.S. citizen have a right to do that. To ask for your civil rights, not custody. Talk about the corruption. Talk about the official corruption. All right, which is why your kids were kidnapped. Look and see the foster care home. See whose service provider list that they're on. See who got the financial benefits. Connect the relationship. See who gave who the financial campaign contributions. See whether or not a judge bought her her judgeship, her seat, during the campaign, or if she had any campaign contributions. Just see if she's from a wealthy family. And oh, it just so happens the person who got custody of your kids is one of her biggest campaign contributors. All right, the only one, as a matter of fact. Okay, so look at these kind of things. Connect relationships. Here's my formula. Connect relationships and revenues with human quality of life. It matters. Okay. Let's go over the U.S. Citizens Public Search Incident Reporting Docket Thread Database. Make U.S. citizens, Americans, CPS victims, everybody, all right? Please make a definitive document that supersedes the subjective piecemeal dockets. Don't say, no, we're not going to abide by the courts. Don't say that, all right? But suggest through demonstration that there's an overview that has an elevated level of consciousness. It represents more information because citizens are not constrained or restrained from making their public incident reports, and it's publicly viewable. Okay? If you couldn't be there to speak for yourself, what would you want the world to know about how you and your family were victimized by a machine-like system or process? Q&A, Q&A, Q&A. Very important. Anytime you have an invention, anything, administrative tool or business, anything, a thought, you have to show a working scale model prototype. And that's what we, Higher Lyrics, is building now. All right? U.S. Citizens Control Public Search Incident Reporting Docket Thread Database. Does someone who could do something about your assault, job loss, theft, or separation of children from you, or oppressive child support or other victimization, turn a blind eye and lose or mess up your paperwork and reports that otherwise get other people benefits from existing systems and processes? There is a liquid demographic of Americans who strategically troubleshoot and minimize projected loss. Do you think the quality of your life is harmed because someone working in a mechanized system or agency has devalued the importance of what happens to you and your family because of some subjective judgment about race, region, religion, sexual orientation, incarceration, welfare, education, or other credentials, age, addiction, behavioral health issues, transitional or residential living arrangements? The answer to missed educational opportunities, oppressive contracts, and unaccountability horror stories, racism, poverty, and hate-based ideas festering into terrorism is the responsible development of entities that standardize access, standardize procedures, and standardize services. Respectfully, Roxanne, Grinage. I did this video today on October 22nd because I don't expect to post any more videos for quite some time. We are full force focused on preparing, researching, and preparing federal court compliant official corruption, kidnapping for profit, illegal adoption, human trafficking, fraud of several stimulus recovery.gov agencies, extortion, racketeering, federal complaints. Okay, that's what we're going to focus on. We're not going to solicit. We're not going to explain it anymore. If you want to contact me, do it through my response form at www.higherlyrics.org. I'm going to get a form up there really soon, probably tonight sometime, which is my form, how you can hire me to do it. How you can hire me to do it and what I can do to take personal responsibility or share the information with you that we have available at this time. If you want to do it, I'm uploading documents. Letter notice. You're going to do it with letter notice. You don't need an attorney to write a letter. Okay? You're going to notify police, law enforcement, district attorneys, federal court clerks, family court clerks, that you have an official corruption complaint against these people that are terrorized. You don't need, go on and wait for an attorney to give you permission to save you behind. That's up to you. But you can write a letter. All right? Write letter notices. All right? You're allowed to write a letter. All right? And don't wait for somebody to tell you to try everything you possibly can. Yeah, we have to be lawful. We are trying to be lawful. We're trying to acknowledge the lawful process through litigation. But we're not going to be victimized and present to predatory victimizations anymore. I don't care if their title is Esquire, Judge, Social Worker. I don't care what it is. It's not all right for you to oppress and steal my children. It's just really not okay. All right? And beat my life down and force commercial transactions, steal my money, take attachment, tell me I got to pay people who are raping and killing my kids. All right? So, all right, I'm going to calm down. All right? This is the last time you're going to hear from me on video for quite a while. My website is going to remain the same, www.higherlyrics.org, HIRELYRICS.org. I may or may not have a blog talk radio show, but if something comes up that I need to document that is going on, especially here in the 1st Judicial District of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with those little wolf pack that is victimizing me, I will definitely do it on a blog talk radio show. I'll definitely do an emergency blog talk, so that goes out perpetually into the spiders. It's a good form. Use the internet technology. Use the internet technologies to aggressively market your victimization. You don't have to hide and protect the identities of someone who is constantly perpetuated aggravated assault on you. You don't have to. Once you know they're trying to take your kids or have taken your kids and so everybody profited by it but you don't have to protect their identities. You don't have to call them and they. Call them by their first and last name and their title and show what the relationship was. Show how they're really commercial litigation attorneys who picking up a few extra dollars on the side in family court at your expense, you and your family's future's expense. God bless everybody. Much love and respect. This is Roxanne Grinage, founder, Higher Lyrics.